whose freaking idea was this?
It was your idea. It wasn't mine.
idea.
I was ready for bed.
You, man, this late night, tiresome stuff. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden, and I am filming this intro long after, well, not really long. Yeah, long after the beginning of this video. So, yeah, let's get to work. As you can see, we're trying to hook up we hooked the Tuff Truck up to cables. You might be wondering why we're doing this super late at night. Man, it is dark. Let's see if I can get some light on the situation. So
video quality.
I know, right? So currently it is what, Wednesday night?
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, okay. Surprise, we're gonna go race a Tuff Truck race. That we really found out was for sure going to be a thing yesterday, last night. Yeah. So here we are. It's Wednesday night. We have 2 trucks and 1 trailer, and the trucks are an hour and a half away from where they need to be. We're going to be, for the first time, we're going to be competing at a Monster Jam show, which is kind of cool. They're doing some Tuff Truck stuff as a filler, and it's literally like 3 minutes away from the house, and I was like, why would we not do it, except for the fact that the trucks are stored an hour away from the half away from the house. Anyways, Chris's truck was having battery issues because it was if you guys remember correctly, it was the white Blazer, the 8 Me Too from Octane Fest, where we did the boat racing, we did the Tuff Trucks, all of that crazy stuff, chain races, and that thing is hammered. So the battery was dead because obviously none of the doors shut, or any of that stuff, right? And we forgot to disconnect the battery when we parked it. So the battery was completely dead. We went back there, we jump started it. It wouldn't trying to save the battery. We had pulled all of the fuses that we thought it didn't need. Well, in doing that, the shifter wouldn't shift into gear. Come to find out,
it's hooked to the radio fuse.
Yeah, the radio fuse for some reason
is also the shifter lock.
Yeah, I don't get it. But we put that fuse back in, and then suddenly it would shift. So his rig is sitting out by the road, way out there. And so what's going to happen is we're going to take my truck, this Tuff Truck, to Reno, drop it off, and then give Chris the truck and trailer to be able to come back and get his. That is if he can't borrow one.
Right, I borrowed the truck already. I don't know if I can borrow the trailer until tomorrow morning. Right,
so we'll see what happens. Anyways, this truck, we've been messing around in the cold. God, it's like, what is it, 9 o'clock at night now? 8:30. Yeah. We've been messing around with this truck. It won't start. She's just cranking and she doesn't want to start. She's super cold-blooded. She's tried a couple times, but she's just being super cold-blooded here. So, and then we're having issues getting juice to the battery. We don't know if we're having cable issues or what's going on there, but yeah, goal is to get this thing fired up, get it taken home. If you guys remember correctly, we also need to do a brake line on the right front. It had a flat left front tire, which we had one of those little itty bitty hot dog compressors to fill that thing up. Had to walk about 50 yards and fill it up and bring it back, and 50 yards and fill it up and bring it back. Did that 4 times, and the tire's about, I don't know, almost half full. But it's enough to load it. So yeah, dude, if it wasn't chaos, it wouldn't be normal for us, huh? Right. So we're gonna get back to this thing. We're gonna let it charge for a second. I think we're gonna go in the house because my butt is wet and cold. I moved Chris's Tuff Truck, and it was 6 inches deep of snow in the seat, and he was nice enough to put some stuff in there, but it soaked all right through it and got to me. And Yeah, here we are. This is what we do.
This is the fun part, right?
This is fun. Fun. Yeah. All right. So, wish us luck. We'll be right back to you. All right, guys. We got the truck fired up. It took a lot. We had to dump a bunch of gas in there, and yeah, she was not a happy camper. Anyways, truck is fired up. We're warming it up. We have some headlights on the trailer. Granted, the trailer's covered in snow, so this will be fun trying to get it loaded. What do you think? Success? Yeah, still some snow on that trailer, so we're gonna crawl in and see if we can get this thing loaded and start calling it a night. It's almost 10 o'clock. Dang, here we go. Alrighty, it's on the trailer. This was fun. We how many attempts?
I was gonna say 10 times the charm.
10,
maybe
yeah.
it was 12. I don't know.
Yeah, we'd get up.
Counting.
We'd get up and we'd lose all traction before the trailer would tip back down, because this is a tilt deck trailer. So before it would tip, we'd lose all traction and just slide right off. So I had to get really aggressive and drive up there pretty freaking far, and hope to God that it would start tilting. And mind you, I basically have no brakes right now, so
I saw a wheel lock up once in a while.
The back ones. The back ones. Yeah. On the ice.
On the ice.
Yeah, so we got it on. We're gonna get this thing tied down and call it a night. So what do you think? Move on with life?
Yeah, move on.
The things we do for fun. Well, I'm home. You can see, well, what I drove through. Roads are super slick right now. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Oh, phone's dead. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and snow's getting deep. This is what we've been getting for the last couple weeks. So as far as weather goes, we get 6-8 inches, most of it melts. 6-8 inches, most of it melts. After about a week or so. But hey, made it home. Half the battle. Now I gotta go to bed, so I go to work in the morning. All right, guys, truck is here. I'm leaving work, actually, is what's happening. Use my lunch break to be able to get a brake line installed and make sure she would start and all of that happy stuff. It is currently 4:30. Got to be there at 5. Running late. So yeah, here we go, rock and roll. Alrighty, well, good news is we made it to the show. We're here early. We're here, wow, yeah, early for the show to start. Sorry, I'm here late. Unfortunately, we did all that stuff at night. We got my brother's rig pulled up to the road, and then he went to pick it up yesterday, and he could not get the ignition to turn for the life of him. Big issue. Usually that's steering wheel lock, or there's like a weird little button to turn the ignition, or brake pedal press, or things like that. But we tried everything that he could think of, and he just couldn't get the key to turn to be able to start it. So he's gonna mess with it maybe a little bit tonight, maybe a little bit tomorrow. See if he can get that thing to fire up, so we can so he can race maybe tomorrow, because there's 2 shows tomorrow. There's a 1 o'clock and a 7 o'clock, and then there's tonight's show. So we'll go from there. Off to a wonderful start. All the other Tuff Truck guys are gone. They're out there doing what they're calling the pit party, and here I am with mine hooked up to jumper cables because it didn't want to start. Again, super cold. Yeah, joys. Here we are. I'm not too far away from actually where I live, so I might attempt to run and grab an actual battery charger to put this thing on in between stages. but we'll see. If I can't get it to fire like this, I'll probably have to run home and see what I can do. So, yay!
I'm gonna find Kevin.
Okay.
He's not down where I can see him, so I'll tell him you made it in here. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You got it, everything plugged in?
Yeah, we got ourselves plugged in here. We should be good. I just got to let it get warmed up. Thank you for jump starting it with the tow truck. Jeez, having to break away all the ice and stuff in here. So I ran home to get some charging stuff. I was gonna hook it up to a generator and whatnot, but while it's gone, he hooked it up to his tow truck that he brought his Tuff Truck with. Got it fired up, which was awesome. So now we're in here hooked up to a battery charger. Now we just got to get her all warmed up so that she'll run. This thing is cold-blooded. We just hit 170 degrees. And the thing about this truck is I haven't hooked the fan up to any thermostat switch. So right now the fan is unplugged. And once it gets up to 200 degrees or so, I'll plug the fan back in so it doesn't overheat on the other side of that. So, man, nothing like doing everything last minute. It did have brakes, some form of, which was nice. The course looks like it's going to be fun, and we're going to get to go out and run a handful of times. But this will be the Tuff Truck crew that we got. We missed the call to go out for the pit party and put our stuff on display. So, but hey, that is what it is. I feel bad because all of these guys were trying to help me get this thing jump started, and I finally was just like, go, 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 and they missed it by like a minute or something. They missed that call. So, oh well. I appreciate their efforts, but now let's go check out some trucks. So I think this will be pretty fun. What the course looks like is we start in the center, then we go out, we go around the outside, and there's a double jump here, and some whoops, a little jump and some whoops, and then you go around and you hit it again. And it's gonna be time trials, I think, for twice out, and then we'll race Jersey style heads against each other, where one truck starts on one side and the other truck starts on the other side, and the first one back to where they started wins. So I think this will be fun. Well, made it out to the pit party that they had going on. Check out our friend, the Marauder Airborne Ranger, Mr. Ranger Joe Cypher is here. You guys probably remember him from some of my past videos, and if you don't, go check that out from when he puts on a show at Rattlesnake Raceway for us. So it was kind of cool to get to walk around for a little while. I'm looking at the time, and I don't have time to get any food, so I came straight from work, got here, been running. Haven't eaten yet, but it looks like I got to go back and be staged with the truck. I'm not gonna have time to eat yet, so racing on an empty stomach. We'll see if that affects the way that I drive. All right, so here's gonna be the night. We had to pull the tow truck in, and we're hooked back up. We're gonna have battery issues all night, I think. This is hopefully we get through the night. We'll see what happens here. Thanks for the tow truck hookup again. battery's dead on the truck, so I get to watch everybody else race this round. We're hooked up to the tow truck again. Maybe we can get a charge.
They're going to go the opposite way this time. Time to come position number 2 to line up racing a little bit later on.
Oh, I got a tranny problem. Oh, the Jeep's got a tranny problem. Look, we got some blood going on over here.
First one, he's the one to stop there.
Yeah.
Wayne Jenkins of his 1997 Jeep Cherokee. He posted quick time. Towing sponsored entry. Looking for the double. That's the way you get it done. That is how you grab quick time.
There goes the drive line.
It might be a little bit more than that.
Transmission is laying on the ground underneath the Jeep.
I guess we saw the what was going on. Put it on a show. Win the show or be the show, right? Closing of this video is happening pretty much right after the filming of the intro. Sorry guys, my bad. Sometimes that happens. Anyways, my racing did not go great tonight. I was having power issues. I went out and for the first race, and I got on the gas and it died, and then I didn't have enough juice, or it sounded like I didn't have enough juice to restart the truck, which stunk, so they pushed me off. And then I missed the second round because I didn't get enough charge to my truck, or at least that's what I thought it was. I wasn't getting enough charge to my truck. Wade, the other Wade, lost his transmission, and he had a brand new battery in his rig. So in the second round, he lost his transmission. We threw his brand new battery into my truck, and I still couldn't get it to crank. It was like the battery was dead, and you know, it's probably connections. So my truck is wide open to the elements, and it's been snowed on a bunch of times, and so my connections are probably just filthy, and I didn't have anything to fix it. We did get it fired back up, and I was like, okay, as long as it doesn't die. But for time's sake, because it took a long time to push me off and get the other Wade pulled off after he dropped his transmission in the second round, they decided to cut the one round short, and so the two trucks that didn't have any issues, they moved to the finals. And yeah, so still had fun. I got to watch a monster truck show, and we gotta go back and start bright and early tomorrow. I think I gotta be back over there no later than 10 a.m. So that gives me a little bit of time. I think tomorrow I will try to get myself some new cables, some new ends. I'll bring some wire brushes and see if I can get stuff cleaned up without having to change cables. I don't know. There's some stuff I can try to do and see if I can get it fixed. I'm also going to go take my battery to get tested, see if it's actually a good battery. It is a battery from 2019, but it didn't seem to have any issues. I do know the alternator is working and running and doing what it's supposed to be doing, because we can start the truck and disconnect the battery and it still runs the truck. So it's at least charging a little bit. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's charging the battery, but it's putting out enough voltage to keep the truck running. We didn't have voltmeter, had like virtually no tools there. Yeah, it was very last minute racing. So had a good time though, and we'll go back tomorrow and try it again. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions, comments, concerns down below. Don't forget to hit up the Lumsden Motorsports Facebook page. We still got Lumsden Motorsports t-shirts. Reach out for those. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. See you next video. Peace.